There is a familiar frustration that many of us know too well. You follow the routine. You respect the clock. You close your eyes when you should. Yet you rise feeling as though you never truly rested, waking up behind a veil of fog, reaching for clarity that isn't there. It feels unfair. But then there is a paradox. Elsewhere, in a culture across the ocean, people often rest for shorter durations, yet rise with a sharpness and vitality that seems elusive to us. What is the difference? Is it something in their biology? A mystical piece of furniture? Or perhaps our fundamental understanding of rest has been slightly out of alignment? Welcome back to a space where we unravel complex problems to find simple truths. Today, we are exploring the philosophy of rest found in the East, how a different approach turns limited hours into deep, restorative stillness. While we often drift through longer nights, only to feel like shadows in the morning. Rest assured, this isn't a travel guide, nor is it a shopping list for expensive gear. I've looked into the methodology for you. In this story, we will walk through 7 profound, time-tested habits that transform the way human beings recharge. Point 1. Temperature. Let's begin with the atmosphere. There is a shift in the air that changes everything. Observations of thousands of households in the East reveal a distinct preference for the chill. While many of us seek to wrap ourselves in a warm, tropical climate, Celsius Rasmich, the science of deep rest suggests we are getting it wrong. The mind, in order to truly descend into its restorative state, requires a physical cooling, lowering of the internal dial. A crisp, cool room is not about discomfort, it is a biological signal. When we embrace a cooler environment, we aren't suffering, we are simply giving the brain the silent permission it needs to begin the healing process. Point 2. Bed surface then. We look at the foundation. We have been conditioned to believe that luxury equals softness sinking into clouds. But the spine does not crave the indefinite, it craves certainty. In this alternative approach, the sleeper rests on a firm ground, a surface that offers resistance rather than surrender. It sounds austere, but this firmness maintains the body's natural line, preventing the subtle collapses and shifts that cause us to wake unnoticed. We often think comfort is about softness, but true rest comes from alignment. A small shift from the soft to the solid can yield a massive return in stillness. Point 3. The bath ritual. There is also the ritual of water practice. That seems almost contradictory. In the East, the evening often culminates in deep, intense heat before one retires. You might wonder why one would invite heat before bed. The secret lies in the aftermath. By immersing the body in warmth, one triggers a rapid cooling effect immediately after stepping out. This sudden drop in internal temperature acts as a twilight signal to the nervous system, a physical power-down sequence. It is a transition ceremony, washing away the day, letting the body cool, and setting the stage for the dark. No entertainment required, just the soak, the release, and the reset. Point 4. Perception of tiredness. Here we find a profound cultural divergence. In one part of the world, looking weary is a badge of honor, a sign of dedication, and a day fully lived. To rest briefly in public is seen not as laziness, but as a respectable pause in a life of effort. Contrast this with the mindset that views sleep as a weakness, something to be fought off or hidden behind stimulants. If we flip the script and view fatigue not as a failure, but as honest feedback from the body, the dynamic changes. When we stop fighting the heaviness and start honoring it, the nervous system is allowed to finally let go. Point 5. Napping efficiency. This leads to the mastery of the pause. The focus here is not on hoarding hours, but on the efficiency of recovery. There is an art to the strategic intermission, the brief midday retreat. Rather than obsessing over a perfect, unbroken night that may never come, the focus shifts to optimizing energy through short bursts of rest. It is about the system, not the goal. Instead of forcing a long block of sleep and feeling guilt when it fails, one builds in small moments of recovery. It teaches us that less pressure often leads to a better rhythm. Point 6 technology light then. We must address the modern glow. In so many bedrooms, our devices hold a place of honor, blasting the artificial light of day into the hours of the night. This light severs the chemical bridge to sleep. Even in societies saturated with technology, those who sleep well practice a stricter discipline of the dark. The chaotic noise of the world is severed long before the eyes close. The new ritual is simple. The screens go dark so the mind can dim. The bed returns to its purpose, a vessel for dreams, not a cinema for anxiety. Point 7. Pillow neck. Support finally. Consider where you lay your head. We rarely think of the humble pillow, yet we spend a third of our lives with it, the common. Soft cushions often force the neck into angles that fight gravity all night long. The traditional Eastern approach uses natural materials that shift and lock to support the neck's natural curve rather than bowing under the weight of the head. It is about filling the void between the body and the mattress. When the structure is supported, the pain vanishes, and the sleeper wakes without the burden of the night's posture. So, what can we borrow from this culture of rest? It starts with the crisp air of the room. It is the ritual of the hot bath to trigger the cool down. It is the choice of a firmer foundation. It is reframing tiredness as a signal to be respected, not a flaw to be fixed. It is the strategic pause during the day, the boundary set against the digital light, and the support that cradles the neck. These are not radical overhauls of your existence. They are subtle shifts in the narrative of your night. And the result? A depth of rest that allows for clearer thinking and a sharper life. Because ultimately, sleeping well isn't just about feeling rested. It is about being ready. We believe in making the complex feel simple. Now, the story turns to you. Which of these threads will you weave into your routine tonight? It'll be reading the thoughts you share. And if this perspective resonated with you, pass it along to someone who is ready to finally truly wake up. Use arrow up and arrow down to select a turn. Enter to jump to it and escape to return to the chat.